What's up, guys? My name is Safiel Vonay, and I am the founder of the NYCGrind.
What's good? Sesantana, producer and official art curator at the NYCGrind.
I've been out here dolo on my own now. I was so alone, I'm in my zone now. Never changed my number, hit my phone now. Hello, I don't know who is this. Hello, I don't know who is this. Alright. Hey, it's been a minute. How you doing? What you on? I just flew into Dane County.
Well, I went to the New York weekends. I was coming to New York City to like figure myself out, going to open mics and poetry and stuff. And I went to the New York the weekends one night, and I was sitting in the crowd by myself on a Monday night at the open mic, the legendary open mic. And then one day I was just, hanging out, and I just noticed a girl sitting in the crowd, and I just thought she looked so cool, she just looked like, at this time, she looked like a soccer chick, long black leather, longer hair, your long leather jacket. You look like a 90s grunge rocker girl, I don't know. And then, I came up to you, and then you had some bars. And ever since then, we haven't stopped hanging out.
Yeah, I remember seeing you ask. She literally went on stage and she's like, "Can somebody beatbox for me?" And I was like, "Oh, that's dope. Okay, that's pretty ballsy." Some guy came up, he started rapping and shit. He came up to me, we spoke. She told me she was a photographer, and we kind of just hit it off from there. After that, we just started talking. So the NYCGrind didn't even start as the NYCGrind. I started it, I think it was probably like 5 months before I met you, probably like 6 months before I met you. Yes, it was Reformed Talent. It started as an open mic in the basement of a church in Queens, and I was a spoken word poet. I was asked to do it, to do like a poetry slam, but I kind of wanted to do something different. Started the open mic, and then from there, it just kept going. Like, we just kept doing events. I met Santana. That's kind of like where the art came into it, and then it started evolving and kept growing and growing and growing from there.
Well, I was going to the open mics frequently, and just like assisting and still figuring myself out, coming to New York City. I was a photographer. I was doing a lot of like music journalism at the time and stuff. So I had like a lot of these photos just like laying around. So she had asked me like, "Hey, why don't you put your work up?" So that's what I did. And then that first night, I sold everything. Every print inspired me to continue being an exhibiting artist. So I was traveling to like Miami, California, like all over the country, basically showcasing my artwork. And when I was finally settled back in New York, I was just like, kind of tired of like playing by other galleries, games and things like that. So we just came together. I was hanging out with her every day, and she was like, "All right, I want to do an open mic." I'm like, "All right, I want to do an art show." And we came together with the idea.
Well, Santana and I are like, I would say we're like yin and yang. So our personalities are very similar, but they're also very like on opposite polar. So her and I have the understanding that in order for things to actually get done, we need to be very expressive to each other and very truthful to each other. So every time she has an idea, or if I have an idea, we express it to each other. Like, it doesn't matter if she thinks I'm gonna feel some type of way, if she might not like it, if I might not like it. We just we lay it down, we kind of like go over it, and then we figure it out from there.
I think our friendship helps a lot with it too, because we do come from like similar hardworking backgrounds. Our families kind of went through the same struggles, so me and you understood what results were. And I think within that friendship, which at that time I couldn't find in other people, and which I found in you, that people they wanted the instant results. They didn't want to work hard. They wanted instant gratification. And me and you really understood what results were and what it took to put the time into things. So I think because me and you have that basic understanding, it's very easy to like kind of just do business back and forth.
Yeah, like we understand each other's vibes. There's never anything outside of that. Honestly, this was the first partner. I mean, aside from my family, because I'm a family-oriented person, I've learned my mentors are my brothers and my cousins and people that have literally grown up with me. But besides that, she was the first partner that I've ever actually and I think the only one as of now. Like, she's kind of like the only one that's stuck outside of everybody else. I don't know about you.
Oh no, I mean I've had lots of mentors, and prior to meeting you, and when me and you met, I think we didn't meet on. The thing is that we didn't meet on business terms. The business kind of evolved throughout the friendship. We just continued. We wanted more out of life through our conversations as friends. So that's how we forced ourselves to study business together, and that's how everything came about. And there were certain things that I knew about business, and certain things that she knew about business, and we had like different entrepreneurial skills and values that we both brought to the table. So that's how that kind of came about. It wasn't like intended to be business from the beginning, but it's a lot more business.
It works perfectly. Yeah, because Santana has like that I'm out there type of person, and when I first met her, I was very shy. So like when we would go to events, she would literally attack everybody by talking to them really easily, and I would be the type that would go and perform and get everybody's attention. So it's kind of like how we worked it off. It's like we understood each other's skills, our good parts, our bad parts. We were very truthful about what we're good at and what we're bad at, and then we kind of like, you know, compromise on how to make that work better for everything that we do.
And I think there was something that's really good is that like I felt like in other when I did have, because we did try to have like I don't know about you, but like, you know, when we were growing through the business, you try to grow yourself and try to make business partners with other people just to see what things are like, and things always kind of fell you know, by the wayside, and you know, it just, me and you just like always stuck around. So the fact that things turned out the way they did, I'm kind of a little bit more concrete about, all right, you're giving me like a good baseline, all right, if this person kind of doesn't have this quality, or if they're not willing to pick up this skill set, which is something I think me and you do very well. We teach each other skill sets, and we don't feel like, oh, if I teach this person, that they might run off and do something else with it, which is a big problem with, I feel, when you meet business partners. They don't want to put you on, or that they're giving you too much of a short end of a stick, and then you're not really, it's not really a partnership anymore.
See, but that's where the friendship comes in though, because we've been through so much shit together, like so much shit together, that it's just like we trust each other 5,000%. And trust in this business is very difficult, very, very difficult.